morning everyone, I'm Zoltan from THRUXTON and more, and today I'll be taking you on a journey to the THRUXTON race circuit. Today is the 27th of April and I'm on my way to have my first actual track day, and we've just come off the M25. We are on the way to THRUXTON. We should be about 50 minutes and I hope you enjoy the video. Today is going to be a really busy day, as after the track day we'll actually need to leave a bit early as well, because after this I have a go-karting session with my colleagues from my main job. So let's say that today I'm going to be absolutely smashed for some sleep. At THRUXTON you pay £15 cash for a single passenger, and if you want to hire a helmet as well, then that's going to cost you 20 quid. For THRUXTON you also need to fill out is obviously their registration form. They actually require you to fill out the same registration form for the driver and for any passengers. They also send you a complete video on health and safety on the track. And also thank you to everyone who's suggested some things to look out for on the Facebook group. I'll also tell you a little bit about the car I'll be using. So for the track day I'll be using my 2012 Renault Twingo RS. It's got it is a cup upgrade, so it's got the stiffer suspension, as you could probably see from me just bouncing around, and I haven't modified the car in any way yet, other than cosmetically. In the future I'm looking to do a few modifications to the car, hopefully sponsored by K-Tech, and then I should be bringing you a lot more content with this car. From the post facelift models there's about 230 left on the roads. I think there was something like 35-40 sold as well, and from the pre-facelift ones there's about 500 left. But I did notice that the numbers in some quarters they do decline quite a lot. So what I was thinking is, if I can actually keep this car for a few years in good nick, then I could probably sell it on as well. As hard as it is to say, because I love this car. My first car was a little 1.2 dynamic Twingo. It was the 16 valve with 75 horses. I would be intrigued to see if the car is actually still on the roads, because the reason why I sold it was one time when I was coming home from college, and obviously being young, I mean, still can say that I'm quite young. What I did was I started the engine, I let it idle for about 15-20 seconds, and then I did two burnouts, well, sort of burnouts. It was like a whatever you can call a burnout in a little 1.2 liter Twingo. And after the first one was alright. After the second one, the car just sounded like a bearing has gone. So in the end we figured that it was the camshaft guide bearing on the end of the crankshaft, and you see I would have kept the car for longer as well, but because of that they didn't know when it would go wrong, like completely. Fueling up. All filled up. Oh Jesus. Damn. Actually, why am I should be doing this instead, because I already have the dashcam installed, so I can use the footage from there. So let's see.
Enter the roundabout, then you will arrive at your destination.
So, Skidpan, EV charge point, hangars. Huh. If I would actually know where the fuck I'm supposed to go. THRUXTON Center. This way? Oh yeah.
You have arrived.
Fastest circuit in the UK. I have arrived, apparently. Not like I know where the fuck I'm going. Is that a Twingo I see? No, it's a city. Damn. Yeah, so it seems like once you actually come through the tunnel, then you go left, and then you'll probably see it on the dash cam. You come in through the main entrance to the garages, as it looks like. Yeah, there's already people here. Good. So we're just going through noise testing now.
Hi.
Morning. What's your maximum RPM?
7,000.
4.5 then, please. Yep. There you go, gates open inside for you.
Thank you. After passing the noise testing at just 80 decibels, we had our first sighting laps. About 30 minutes later, it was open pit lane. Here are some highlights. The person sitting next to me is my mom, and as you will hear, she has never been on track before. To keep things simple, you will hear the audio from the top left video. Unfortunately, there's also no dashcam footage, as the dashcam only recorded sections of about 5 to 10 seconds, and that just would be a pain in the butt to actually put together. So you'll need to watch me inside the cabin instead. Here I indicate to let faster cars pass us, and she actually turns the indicators off. As you can tell, I'm still trying to get familiar with the track and the car's limits. I'm pretty slow in most of the corners, and I'm not really taking the limits of the track car. So I'm not using the track limits. After having an early lunch, we had our second session. This time my mum got out of the car about 5 laps in, as she was feeling sick, understandably from an early lunch. After that it was just me and the car, so I practiced and practiced, and then after about 40 minutes out on the track, I got this time. So this is the fastest lap of the day. I take the alert at full throttle, keeping speed until Campbell, where I brake hard just now. I turned quite sharp to get a better angle on the cob. From the cob, I keep full throttle through the Segrave all the way to the Noble, where I lift, then keep speed throughout the corner. Going into Goodwood, I actually take the wrong line, which forces me to lift halfway in the corner. But after that, it's back on the throttle again. I keep full throttle through village, all the way to church. At church I lift for a second, then it's back on the throttle, all the way through Brooklands. Coming up to the club, I cut through the right turn, so I can brake hard in a straight line. Switch back into third, keep the speed in the right turn, then foot flat through the left and right turn over the finish. 1:43, 4:29. But then this happened. Coming in hot at church, I felt the car jolt in the corner. This was the first time. I thought it was the ESP, so I cooled down, then went in for another lap. This time the jolt happened in the straight, right after church, as you can tell, so at this point I knew something was wrong. Figured I would have a cool down lap and then return to the pit, but just as I passed the pits, there was a red flag. Soon I would find out why. About halfway through the track between Goodwood and Village, there was an MX-5 who lost control and slid into the barrier of a Marshall pod.
Seems like one of the MX-5s has actually skid out and right into this single barrier that there was in the entire airfield. Poor lad.
After this, we decided to call it a day.
So, as you can see, that was quite a day. There were 2 red flags today and 1 or 2 yellow flags, and as it is probably visible, I'm absolutely knackered, and this was only half a day. So we do need to go sooner, as I do have other programs, namely go-karting. Thing is, at the start, it did feel like I wasn't using that much fuel, but in the second half of the actual half day, my fuel gauge started going down pretty quick. In the last few laps, I could feel in the quick corners the engine was running out of fuel, like it was starving from fuel.
Unfortunately, my phone ran out of space at this point.
It is now a few days later, after the track day, by the time I got to the ending of actually editing this video. So I figured I would just make like sort of ending to the video. So after the track day, I drove the car home about an hour and a half, and ever since then I've actually used it quite a lot ever since, but there hasn't been any issues that popped up. It's all running nice and smooth. Before the track day, I did change the transmission oil and the engine oil. Probably would be a good idea to change the engine oil once again, just to be on the safe side. During the track day as well, I did see a lot of marbling on my tires. Ever since then it's sort of smoothened out, but on the track day, as I was doing 5 to 15 hot laps at the same time, I sort of had quite a lot of marbling, but tread wise, plenty of tread left. brake wise, really there wasn't that much use of the brakes. You can definitely tell that the alloys are a bit dirty. I haven't cleaned the car since. Apparently it's going to be raining today, so I didn't bother actually washing the car since. I also still got the stickers on here. So that was our sound testing, and that was our number for the day. Overall, I've enjoyed myself very much, and I would definitely recommend that if you're a petrol head or you like cars, driving fast, whatever, take a track day. As a note, there will also be a track day event on the 30th of June at Kerbro Sprint Course. So it's a event, or an event. It's an event that's been set up by the Renault Twingo Owners Club. So cars like this and the pre-facelift models are mainly going to be there. But from the 1st of May, it's actually the 3rd of May today, you should be able to actually get your tickets booked for different cars as well. I'll leave the link below for the actual event. Once the event is full, I'll actually take the link off. So yeah, this was the video for my first track day. Thanks for joining me on the journey, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the content, please consider liking the video and also subscribing, which will definitely help the channel out. And also let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Here's a small cut from our go-karting session. The person in the green is myself. Unfortunately, I don't have time to show the entire session in this video, but I just wanted to say a massive thank you to the team I work with. I'm grateful I know each and every one of you, and I hope we can share more memories in the future. Special thanks to Luke for organizing the event. Good job! Now get back to work.